Hello, good day everyone. I'm Bernardo Malaki and kasama ko ngayon si Julmar Batan, and we demonstrate the 6 different exercises. We also explain the anatomical movement involved along with the specific bones and muscles used in each exercise. Let's begin.
The step up is a compound lower body exercise involving several anatomical movements and muscle groups. As one steps onto elevated surface, the primary movements include hip extension, knee extension, and ankle flexion. Key bodies involved in this motion are femur, tibia, fibula, patella, pelvis, and the bones of the foot such as tarsals and metatarsals. The main muscles activated include the gluteus, maximus quadriceps, femoris, and hamstrings, which contribute to lifting the body upward, while the gastrocnemius and soleus assist the pushing of the galley. Additionally, the adductors and core muscles play an essential role in maintaining balance and stability throughout the movement. The jump squats are dynamic, plyometric exercise that combines a traditional squat with an explosive vertical jump, engaging multiple joints and muscle groups. The primary anatomical movements include hip flexion and extension, knee flexion and extension, and ankle dorsiflexion followed by plantar flexion. The key bones involved are the femur, tibia, fibula, and bones of the foot including the tarsals and metatarsals. Major muscles are gluteus, maximus, quadriceps, femurs, and hamstrings, which work to control both lowering and explosive jump spaces. Sumo squats are lower body strength exercise characterized by the wider than shoulder stance, feet turn slightly outward. The main anatomical movement include hip flexion and extension, knee flexion and extension, and slight ankle dorsiflexion. The bones involved are the pelvis, femur, tibia, fibula, patella, and the bones of the foot such as tarsals and metatarsals. The primary muscles targeted: gluteus maximus, quadriceps, femoris, and hamstrings. Due to their wide stance and inner thigh, muscles, particularly the adductors, and more heavily engaged than regular squats. Core muscles are also activated to maintain balance and posture during the movement.
The knee tucks exercise. Knee tucks are the core strengthening and plyometric exercise that involves jumping and pulling the knees toward the chest while in mid-air. The primary anatomical movements include hip flexion, knee flexion, and trunk stabilization. The major bones involved are the pelvis, femur, tibia, fibula, patella, and the bones of the spine and feet. The main muscles activated are the rectus abdominis and the hip flexors, especially the iliopsoas, for pulling the knees upward, while the quadriceps and hamstring assist in bending the knees. The calf muscles, gastrocnemius and soleus, are engaged during the jumping phase, and the core muscles help stabilize the body throughout the movement and landing. The reverse crunches exercise. Reverse crunches exercise are the core focused abdominal exercise where the lower body curls toward the torso. The primary anatomical movements include spinal flexion and slight hip flexion. The main bones involved are the pelvis, lumbar, vertebrae, lower spine, femur, and the bones of the lower leg. The key muscles activated are the rectus abdominis, especially the lower portion, which drives the curling motion of the pelvis towards the ribcage. The hip flexors, including the iliopsoas and rectus femoris, assist in lifting the legs. Stabilizing muscles such as the obliques and the transversus abdominis also contribute to controlling the movement and maintaining form throughout the exercise. Crunches exercise. Crunches are the core strengthening exercise that targets the abdominal region through a controlled curling motion of the upper body. The primary anatomical movement is spinal flexion, where the thoracic spine bends forward. The main bones involved include the thoracic and lumbar vertebrae, pelvis, and ribs. The key muscles activate is the rectus abdominis, which contracts to bring the ribs closer to the pelvis. Supporting muscles include the obliques, which assist in stabilization, and the transversus abdominis, which helps maintain core tension. Unlike sit-up, Crunches focus on isolating the upper abdominal muscles with minimal hip flexor involvement.